Okay, just got back. This is day 3 on this one. Test day 3. Probably did about 30 miles, 40 miles on it. It's overcast today, so the temperatures were way down. Probably 80 degrees, maybe a little bit under that. And it felt a lot better today than it did yesterday when it was hot. Because the engine temperatures were down, I could feel the effects of the 2-cycle oil in there better. That top end really does kind of roll on, you know, it just kind of unfurls itself, you know, it's kind of what it feels like. Kind of reminds me of a dual overhead cam motor. A lot of the signs of heating, or excuse me, a lot of the signs of heat kind of disappear, but I don't think that 2-stroke oil is doing it much cooling. I think it's just doing lubing, and when it lubes that top end, it kind of reduces some of the symptoms of heating. So you know, I don't think the engine temperature is going down. It's just the smoothness of it is going up. Now running 25W60 HD premium fuel, and the difference with this one here is I don't have a side scoop. I'm thinking about getting a side scoop for that, and I think that'll reduce some of that heat, because it did on my 9. It made a big difference on the 9. I was running one of those dual carbon fiber scoop kits, and that right side scoop in that one carbon kit that I have reaches way out there. So I don't know if I'll get another one of those, or if I'll go with something from Frank's to match my tail. I like those little German ones that come out, they got the little grill. But I don't know, I think that would look good on that. But I don't know if it's reaching out there grabbing enough air. I don't know anybody that has one. So I think dual scoop kit for my situation in these temperatures is you know, I think going to be a big difference on the 12. It did on the 9. It made a good difference. Other than that, you know, most of the work's being done by that 60 weight. If you guys are in higher temperatures, you know, anything above 80, even close to 80, I'd go for that 20W60 HD Redline. It says HD on there. It doesn't really specify Harley Davidson. They would probably tell you that it means heavy duty, but we all know that it means Harley Davidson, you know, air-cooled motors. And AMSOIL makes one too. And I tell you what, yeah, I've run that 20W60 in temperatures as low as 50. Because it really doesn't get down below 50 in Florida too much. But I've run it as in as cold weather as I'd want to ride in. No problems with starting, you know, multi-viscosity oil just starts right up, boom. Kind of let it warm up after a few minutes and then take off. I've never had any clutch slipping or anything like that. So, you know, I just think in general that 20W60 is better than 20W50, and I ran 20W50 AMSOIL, you know, the same ones that everybody talks about. I ran that for about 2.5 years, maybe 3 years, and it's good oil, but it's not as good as this. No, that's a lot better. Engine's a lot quieter, and just feels a lot more more of an even performer, you know. It reduced engine temperature, or sputtering, or at least the signs of engine temperature. It reduced it immediately. Now, as far as the 2-cycle, I think in my case it might be better to try to get more airflow on the back cylinder than increase the amount of 2-cycle that's in there. I'm running 20 milliliters. That's about a little 3/4 of an ounce per tank. Now, some guys have bumped it up to almost 3 times that ratio, and they say it's safe. I may experiment with it, but I think I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try to side scoop first. If more air doesn't solve it, then maybe I'll increase that 2-cycle oil. Maybe I'll increase it 50% at a time until I find a good feel. You know, I don't want to overdo it. I want to just use just what I need, no more. But I think the experiment's going pretty good. On the 9, I considered it a success. I just left it at 20 milliliters. It felt good. I'm going to keep it there. Well, I say that, but you know how it is. You might say, well, I'm going to put a little bit more, you know, see if that feels a little bit better. because it might. I might do that, but I consider the work on a 9 to be a success already. This one's more in progress. You know, more power equals more heat, so I'm just trying to get, probably the priority is get most airflow as I can on that back cylinder, keep the temperature differential, you know, small between the two. That would probably help a lot. All right, guys.